Spijkers from Holland, great judo expert, will go against Renzo Gracie. This is certainly one to pay attention to. Ben Spijkers, as I mentioned, European champion in judo, outstanding competitor, going against Gracie, whose expertise is in the noted Brazilian jiu-jitsu. First off, let's take a closer look at Ben Spijkers.
In the Netherlands, where his art is a national sport, his name is spoken with hushed reverence and great affection. His name is Ben Spijkers. Dominating the European judo world for more than 15 years, Spijkers has represented his native Holland in no less than 3 Olympic Games. He has been the international open-class judo champion since 1990 and won the national championship of the Netherlands, England, Germany, and Russia. Ben says his strongest attribute is his mind.
Judo is never finished in one technique. You have to always be 2 or 3 moves ahead of your opponent.
According to Spijkers, when it comes to judo, the toughest competitors are always in the lighter divisions, so he's not sweating the big boys. There is, however, one competitor who's very much on his mind.
That probably my first match is Renzo Gracie. I think I've got a good chance because all this kind of matches are decided on the ground.
If Spijkers says he's got a good chance at beating the legendary Gracie, it isn't just idle speculation. You see, Ben has had a lot of experience at winning.
Ben Spijkers!
And if you ask Ben Spijkers, we're sure he'd smile and tell you old habits are hard to break.
Ben Spijkers is not intimidated in the least by the mystique that is the Gracies. He has, in his own right, established himself as a world-class competitor in his particular discipline of judo. You can see there, 6 years running, the European champion. Now we get a chance to take a closer look at his opponent this evening, Renzo Gracie.
This is Renzo Gracie, a master of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, doing what he does best, giving a student a friendly lesson in his family's sophisticated style.
The good thing about the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is that you can train hard as you are fighting without getting hurt.
And this is Renzo, also doing what he does best, teaching a challenger that to insult the Gracie reputation is to risk its fearful wrath.
You can do the no rules and you can do the sport one. You can train the sport as much as you can, and then if you want, you can do the no rules and go there and fight the no rules.
Renzo Gracie is a study in contrasts. He's a physically unimposing man, yet this is one of the deadliest fighters on earth. When it comes to real combat, Renzo Gracie has little time for those who cannot see the truth.
I had a couple friends that used to do karate and are very good kickers and punchers, and get someone stronger than them in the street, and this guy beat them easy. And how come a lot of years of training is because the strong guy grabs him, put him down, and he didn't know what to do.
And like the style he practices, he can be brutally direct.
The teacher who doesn't know grappling in the future is going to be out of business.
Contrary to some opinions, Renzo believes that events like the WCC are important to the advancement of the martial arts.
And the WCC, because people start to see the realistic fight, not something they don't normally see in a movie or in a presentation or in a fake situation.
There's nothing fake about Renzo Gracie, and anyone doubting that claim is welcome to step right up and find out firsthand just how real he can be.
The reputation of the Gracie family and his cousins, Hoyth and Hickson, in their world championship bouts have preceded them. There is a mystique that surrounds the Gracie family. And Bob Wall, I have to ask you the question, how much is reputation affecting Ben Spijkers?
Well, I tell you, reputation always helps if you've got the talent to back it up, which clearly Renzo does. But I don't think Ben Spijkers is intimidated one iota. He's a great judo player, and he wants this match. He wanted Renzo in the first round. He wanted to make sure he got to fight him.
Tail of the tape does not reveal anything of significance as you look at the height, weight, and age. Possibly Gracie, with 6 years in youth, could take advantage, but I doubt it. It's clear that Spijkers is in great condition.
Renzo right here. All right, guys, I want to remind you, you got 10 minutes on the mat. 10 minutes on the mat, 22 minutes. Watch the eyes, no biting. Are you ready, sir? Back to your corner, please. Are you ready, sir? Back to the corner.
You saw the faces of the two competitors. Those of you that are fight fans remember that great Sonny Liston stare in the early 60s. Both Spijkers and Gracie had that working. Bob, one thing that stands out here, both of them as a result of being in judo and jiu-jitsu, you see one with the gi and one without. Is that an advantage or disadvantage for Spijkers?
Well, Ben Spijkers is very comfortable with the gi, and I think it's a strategic disadvantage for him. I know he's comfortable with it, but I think it'll prove to not be an advantage for Ben Spijkers, but an advantage for Renzo Gracie. And of course, the takedown by the great judo player, Ben Spijkers, who's in the control position right now.
One of the things that's been talked about with regards to the jiu-jitsu is that he is a takedown expert, but the Gracies operate very well on their back. In fact, we've seen competitions where the Gracies have been victorious from their backside.
Absolutely, and you see Renzo right now in the defensive guard position, which he's very, very comfortable in. Now he's just gotten out of the takedown. He's kneed Ben Spijkers, and he's working him into the ring.
I don't think there's any doubt, Tom, that Spijkers was surprised by that. I didn't think he anticipated that Gracie would go to the groin.
And that's a classic Gracie move there with the leg strength and everything like that, being able to recover from the mat as he did and recover as well as he did.
And Gracie just hit it with a headbutt. He's already starting the attrition fight.
Bob, I wanted to point out the fact that the Gracies are notorious, at least Hoist has been, for what many people feel is passive fighting, laid back a little bit, not as aggressive clearly here. In this case, Renzo's going after it.
Yes, and each one of these great jiu-jitsu grapplers, they have their own style. Renzo's is an aggressive style, and you're seeing it now. He doesn't wait for people to bring the fight to him. He takes it to them.
Well, as a result of the fact that both are grapplers, they have plenty of time to remain on the mat, over 9 minutes, and basically because this is the expertise of both, Tom, this is where the fight is going to be won or lost.
Absolutely, and I was just about to point out to Bob that Renzo is the kind of guy in particular, Bob, who can stay on the mat a long time. I mean, he'll stay out here all night if he has to.
No question about it. Of course, the rules tonight, he's working against the clock because he's only got 10 minutes. So Renzo has to make the fight. He's headbutting. He's putting a lot of weight on Ben Spijkers. And Ben Spijkers is in the defensive position trying to keep that pressure off of him.
You see the time on the floor, not consequential at this point, 8:45 and running. But I have to say here too, gentlemen, that it's clear that Spijkers is not foreign to being on his back either.
Sure, now you saw Renzo use his knee to gain that advantage, and now he's got the back, and that's a big mistake.
Clearly, Spijkers was not used to that. He took some shots to the back of the neck, face first.
I was just going to say, Todd, we hadn't seen too many blows.
He tapped out. Wow. He tapped out. It's all over. He had to pull him off. Hey. And he stepped on it. That was pushing him. He didn't need to do that at the end, step on the back of the neck. Renzo Gracie clearly had defeated him, and now he tries to be the sportsman. I don't know if that's the sort of thing that they're going to appreciate here. Nonetheless, you have to give credit to Renzo Gracie. He did what he said he was going to do.
Well, the crowd doesn't like it, and of course, it's unfortunate. In the heat of the battle, Renzo's an aggressive type fighter, and I'm sure he regrets it now. And he's apologizing. Certainly nothing that we want to see or the crowd wants to see.
And you can see the counseling from the official. The counseling from Cecil Peoples. He says, you're too good a fighter to do that. Cut that out. But clearly, Renzo Gracie is somebody that wants to establish his own reputation, not based on what his cousins have done.
Bobby, did that surprise you? That seemed...
Take a look at Ben Spijkers early, Tom.
See, this is... He looked pretty good here, but as soon as Renzo got on his back, I thought to myself, that's sort of a classic position he wants to be in. I mean, he fights from strength from that position.
Renzo was very clever. If you notice, he rode up.
Well, Bob, we get a chance here to take a look at the reversal by Gracie. He didn't stay on his back for long.
No, you notice he used his legs. The leg is what was the secret to turning over Spijkers. And now he's taking control. He's going to take him back to the ground and using his weight against him. He's got a hold of his leg, and you can see that Renzo is beginning his war of using up the energy of Ben Spijkers. Now Renzo takes him down.
Well, he takes him down here, but clearly at this point, some of the earlier pain had taken its toll on Spijkers. And right there, after a couple of hits to the back of the neck, there's the right hand, and he pats the mat in submission. Renzo Gracie, the winner, in 2 minutes and 48 seconds.
And you see Renzo Gracie use the gi, and he choked him out from the back. That's a mistake that you never give your back to another grappler.
We don't get a chance to see it, or maybe we do right at the end, right there. There's the left foot right on the back of the neck. That's completely uncalled for. Completely uncalled for. Victory is enough. Now, let's throw it to John Higginson with the decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the first fight in the grapplers division with a time of 2 minutes and 48 seconds, won by submission, Renzo Gracie.